What's up, every pony? Silver Eagle here from Ponyville Live, and I am here at BABSCon 2015 in San Francisco, California. I'm joined by two very special guests, a very vocal family, right?
Yes, we are.
This is the Drummonds.
Hello.
Brian and Brynna.
Yes, nailed it.
Saying it right. So you guys are kind of a dynasty in the voice acting world, right?
Wow, I don't know about dynasty, but wow.
I mean,
I'd have a bigger house if we were using that word.
So you guys are the duopoly. So this is you guys are a similar thing to the other voice acting family that's here at BABSCon.
Yeah, there's a few. The Corlettes have kids that have done a ton.
Yeah.
But every kid in my family, we have three that have all worked on numerous shows. Ashlyn's the youngest. Aiden is a couple years older than Brynna, and they've all done tons of things. And I'm sorry to have drugged them into any of this. I apologize profusely, but unfortunately, I guess when you see Dad go to work with a smile and come home from work with a smile, you don't become a family. It's like, I'm never doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
They kind of think, that's got to be fun. And then they see you on shows and they see you on YouTube and like, what the? He's having all this fun at work that I want to do one of those. Travel to great places like San Francisco. Everybody wants to be involved.
Yeah, why not? Right? I mean, you get these vacations built into the job. Yeah. Right? I guess normally you wouldn't necessarily get a lot of vacations, where they fly you out to things. I don't know. Have you had that in your career past where everybody just flew you out as a guest on panels and stuff?
No, it doesn't. Only in the animation world has it happened for me, but it's because I've focused so much attention there. I know plenty of my buddies that work on a lot of the sci-fi stuff that gets shot in Vancouver that, from the Supernatural to the X-Files and Stargate and all that stuff that's done in Vancouver that get Smallville. They fly these guys all over the place that work on those things. Yep. But I only did small amounts on those shows before animation really took over for me. But I've been to plenty of things where they've flown me out to, from anime conventions to just recently starting doing some of the pony conventions, but it all depends around schedule, right?
Sure,
mine is fairly busy, and traveling across the country on a regular basis when you're also trying to record in the studio can be challenging. But
because you guys both have, I guess, day jobs in this sense now, right?
And myself, you're still in high school, so high school is your day job, but
how do you manage that? How do you juggle that?
Pretty good, I think. If I have an audition or a recording coming up, we'll normally figure it out with okay, what's your last class on this day? It's like, oh, you're caught up in that, or you're pretty good with that. Sure. You can skip that class and then just go straight into recording.
Oh, gotcha.
But if it was in grade 10, if it was missing math or something, that wouldn't have flown.
Yeah, they usually have a little bit of leeway with kids that are still in school when they're doing casting sessions. They try and book them later in the day so they can come at 4 or 5, and they'll see all the adults are trying to cast earlier and bring the kids in later. Sure. It is tough when you try and pull kids out in the middle of the day to go to an audition. It kind of blows the whole day of school. And
I wasn't sure how flexible they would be on that. I mean, you would imagine they'd have to be, though, because the families wouldn't go for it otherwise, right?
Yeah, and if you have lots of auditions, but when it comes to recording, they aren't. Once it records, then you have to miss school and you go do those recording sessions.
Right.
So,
that can't be changed quite as easily.
Yeah, they don't change that. Auditions, they're usually a little more flexible.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Yeah. Gotcha. So what's it like? I mean, you guys are pretty much... This is your thing, right? Like, these are your collective cutie marks, if you were. So, how does that feel like, you at a fairly young age kind of what you want to do, right? Like, is this what you want to continue doing as a professional?
I think so. I really like doing voice acting, and it's something that I don't find myself ever when I'm at an audition or recording session. I'm like, oh, this is so boring. I wish I was doing this. It's always super fun. And I've thought a little bit about some on-camera stuff, too, so it's a little back and forth, but definitely acting is always on my brain.
You look at art school-related things, too. Totally. She's a little artist as well in the house as well. Probably of the three of them, you're probably doing the most drawing of most people. Yeah.
Aiden is
too. He's pretty good too.
I get mad at him so much. He's so much better than me. Stop trying.
feel like you're making everybody jealous of this creative gene, this gene pool of creativity that you have. Like this kind of just infectious. I guess it's just the household you wind up in.
Yeah, it's like so many families. There's so many families I know. You see, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, and you'll see families that are both parents are realtors, and the kid starts working with the real estate family, or they get into finance, or parents are doctors and they go into nursing or being a doctor. It kind of happens, I think, because when you're surrounded by it for your whole life, it's just kind of part of what everybody does.
Sure.
And some people, will push away from it. I mean, that wasn't my life because I grew up on a thoroughbred racehorse ranch in the interior of BC. So I grew up, shoveling manure and helping my dad train horses, which he still does. But I knew when I was younger, I didn't hate being there, but I knew this isn't my passion. I knew it was his, but it wasn't mine. And I thought but I do also. I'm very aware of families that are like that train and raise animals and have farms or ranches that their family grows up and that's what they want to do.
Right.
They love the animals. They want to do that, and that's part of their life. But it wasn't me. I said there's something else kind of calling me out there. And fortunately, I lucked into getting into a difficult school to get into. That was a theater program, and then once that happened, it's sort of set me on a path that
off you go.
That the arts was where it was, and that's where I met her mom, who's also an artist and performer. So and all of a sudden, when you get the genes in the family, then everybody's doing it, right?
You were doomed from the start.
Yeah, doomed.
Doomed to be creative.
Dominant acting gene and then a recessive acting gene.
A recessive acting gene. You're right. Either way, it's going to work out that way. I just realized, it just now occurred to me, I forgot to actually introduce what you do in the show. That's my mistake.
No worries.
So, Brynna, you are Babs, correct? So you are Babs Seed, first introduced in season 3. Right, in an episode named after you, sort of, I guess.
Yeah,
a bad apple, or
one bad seed.
One bad seed.
One bad seed. Yeah,
one bad seed.
Bad seed. And then you've come back sort of as a member of the extended.
Yeah, there was a family reunion one. Yeah,
the Apple Gang.
Get to put a barn together and all that.
Yeah,
and then you are known primarily as, is it Vegeta?
Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z.
That's right.
He's only made a couple of appearances in My Little Pony, but he's disguised his voice as Mr. Cake and a number. No,
that's right. Yeah, you do like some of those voices, but I guess that's the big one that I remember the art for you guys here at Babs was you guys as the DBZ characters.
Yeah,
and I thought that was awesome.
Well, there's a crazy meme that sort of has surrounded my life around that character. Although there's been thousands of other roles from Wolverine in Marvel movies to Dr. Claw and Inspector Gadget to My Little Pony characters that have sort of I just work on so many different projects. But Dragon Ball Z, because of the meme, the over 9,000 meme has really stuck with me over the years, and it's been great though because I really loved that role. I didn't love the screaming so much, but it's just a great character.
The part that made you famous.
Yeah, well, that's fame.
I'm sorry, internet famous. A whole different kind of famous than regular famous. Well, I know you guys have busy schedules, and so we will let you go enjoy the con. We're big fans, of both of you guys' body of work, and hopefully we hope to see more of both of you in some capacity or another in the pony world. I know, hey, it's, there's a moose in the room, and we can't talk about it. But, season 5 starts tomorrow.
Season 5. We won't say who's in that. Yeah,
you never know. But thank you guys for coming down to BABSCon to be with the Brony folks, and thanks for talking with us.
We love it. Thanks for having us.
Real privilege.
Thank you.
So with Ponyville Live, we are here at BABSCon, and this has been Silver Eagle with Brian and Brynna Drummond.